Hello Aquarius, welcome to your November reading. I've shuffled these cards like a mad woman off camera, so I'm just going to do a couple more shuffles and we're going to get straight into your reading for the month of November. Let's see what's happening for Aquarius in November. Okay, Aquarius, when it comes to your overall energy in November, we have the magician. Magician. I tell you what, Scorpio season is just... Anyway, so we have the magician. And I feel like for you guys this month, you're in this space of knowing. It's like a underlining knowing. I mean, that's what Aquarius is anyway, right? Duh. Hello. But it's like you know all this stuff. It's like you obviously with the magician here, you have everything that you need. So it's almost like, now what? I kind of feel like, now what? It's like you've got everything you need. You know, he's pointing up and he's pointing down, as above, so below, as within, as without. So it's almost like all of these things that you know and all of these things that you might want to do or create or manifest or whatever it is. It's almost like, are you going to do that then? You know, you might want to study something new. So what are you doing about that? Or you might want a career change. So what are you going to do about that? It might be you want more adventure. So what are you going to do about that? Whatever the magician or whatever it is that you're trying to manifest in your life at the moment, the magician is saying, look, you've got everything you need. You don't need to research anything anymore. You don't need to think about it anymore. You just need to match the vibration and you just need to get shit done. It's almost like, okay, how much more are we going to think about this? How much more are we going to talk about this? Like, can we just do this now? Let's make this happen. Like, the magician is all about, making it happen. You have everything you need, Aquarius, if you look at it. Sorry, just making sure you're in shot there so you can see. He has everything he needs here on the table. He's got his mind right. His emotions are all right, I guess. He's got his money, he's got his, his tools. He's ready to start making things happen. So November, Aquarius, it feels like you have everything that you need. And now it's time to start making those manifestations happen. It's time to start believing in what it is that you're talking about. Because it's all good, fair and well talking about it, researching it. But now it's time for you to live it. Whatever it is that the magician represents for you, whether it is a new job, money, whatever it is that you're trying to manifest in your life, the magician is showing up in November to say, you've got your shit, let's do this. No more, fussing about, no more, thinking this, feeling that, do it. Let's make this happen. Let's make this happen now. When it comes to your work and finance, you have the Justice card. So this is telling me that financially you're quite stable at the moment. I feel like... going to be honest here, I feel like there's some debt, and I say that because, like I say all the time, whenever I see a card that has a curtain in it and it's hiding something, to me it kind of signifies that there might be some kind of secret or something that you're trying to hide. And for me at the moment, because it's in your work area, it kind of might be that you could have a debt that has been running up that you haven't really been paying attention to, or it could be that when it comes to your work, it's like you're putting yourself forward, but you're not putting yourself forward enough. It's almost like, yeah, you've rocked up to the table and you've got your sword up here and you've got your leveled out thing here, but then there's also the curtain behind you. So it's almost like you're showing up every day, but what is it that you're not really expressing? What is it that you're not being authentic about when it comes to your work? So financially, yeah, it might be a good situation for you if it's not to do with the debt, the hidden debt that you're hiding from people. If it's not the hidden debt, then for me, it almost feels like you're rocking up to work every day, but you're not bringing all of yourself to the table. Like there's more of you that people want to see, or there's more of you that you can put into what you're doing, but you're kind of not really doing that. And I don't know if it's because you're kind of, you know, you have the scales here, but maybe the scales are a little bit like, you know, on the tip, like you're not feeling 100% sure. But just know that with the justice card, there always is justice, whether it's a yes or a no or a good or a bad. It doesn't really matter. Whatever happens for a reason, and it happens for our highest good. So if you are rocking up to work every day and you're not really bringing your authentic self to work every day, don't be surprised if like you're starting to find work a bit of a battle. And what I'm also drawn to is the fact that the curtain is orange. So that talks about like your sacral chakra. So your sacral chakra is where you have a lot of creativity. So you don't even know that by rocking up to work and bringing this part of you that you've been hiding and expressing that, you could be like literally birthing a whole new like world for you when it comes to work, because it's like the sacral chakra. It is where we, for females as well, like especially because we have our wombs and stuff, and we're the life givers, I guess, you know, we birth and stuff like that. So it's almost like if you move from that space and you bring that energy to your work, you're going to open up a whole new area, or a whole new like level of what you're bringing to the table when it comes to work. Because you're already, like, you can see the colours that she's wearing there. She's got her root chakra, which is red, and then she's got the green, which is her heart chakra. So we already know that you're really passionate and you're in love with what you're doing. But it's almost like if you're feeling stagnant when it comes to work, or you're feeling a little bit like the scales are a bit tippy, it could be that maybe you need to like tap into your creativity and start, you know, bringing a bit more creative flair to the table, or whatever it is that you're hiding creativity wise. Like if you've had new ideas, or if there's a part of you that you are holding back, bringing that to the table will bring like a whole different vibe to what you're doing. Because it kind of feels like with the justice card, with justice, it's almost like there's kind of like a battle, you know, because to get justice, there always seems to be something to do with like a legal system. And if you are at work and you are having like legal issues and stuff, know that whatever's going to happen is going to happen for the greatest good, you know. So just know that the justice card, if you are going through legal problems when it comes to work, that everything's going to be as it should. And you can take that as a yes, you can take that as a no, whatever the situation is. Usually for me, the justice card means justice, so justice will be done. If at work you're feeling a bit stagnant, but it's almost like you're withholding yourself a little bit, bring your whole self to the table, because it's almost like that whole part of you that you've been hiding behind that creativity cloth back here is going to bring you into a whole new level of like work. It's going to, I don't know how to explain it. It's just going to bring like a whole different energy and a whole different like perspective. Like everything will change when you bring everything to the table. And don't worry about like if people are not going to like it. Fuck people. Bring yourself to the table. Speak your truth. Express yourself authentically. Let people know what's what. And then the people that, you know, fall away, let them fall away, because they're not your people. The right people will find you. So it's like, you know, I get that speaking your truth can be hard, because it means that you have to, you know, get right in there and be fearless and just talk whatever it is that you need to talk about, or whatever it is that you're trying to express. But when you're going through that change of like where you start kind of, you know, some of us just dip our feet in a little bit and, you know, we're saying, oh, well, I'm into tarot. And then people go, oh, so you're one of those. They're not your people. Fuck those people. Keep talking your shit anyway. Keep talking your truth. Rock up as you are, and the right people will come to you. Let people fall away, because those people are just holding up space. So let them fall away so the right people can find you. When it comes to your I'm laughing because this is quite funny. When it comes to like your thoughts and your communication, we have the Three of Wands here, and the Three of Wands to me usually means patience. And I was just speaking to one of my close friends, and she was saying that she has literally no patience at the moment. So it's quite interesting. She's an Aquarius too. So it's almost like, I swear, November, I've seen a lot of these cards come out already. So it's almost like you're waiting for something. Are you waiting for someone to come to you to tell you something? Like, what is it that you're waiting for? Why can't you be that person to make the first move? Why can't you be the person to reach out? Or because, you know, again, let's pay attention to the colours. We've got like the yellow cape, which is solar plexus, which is all about our willpower and our confidence. So we all know that you've got the confidence to say what you want to say. So you might as well say it. What's the point in holding back? You know? I mean, we do have like the red down here as well, which is connected to the root chakra. So that could mean that maybe your instinct, maybe it's kind of like, maybe that's why you're kind of being a bit more patient, because it's almost like your instinct might be telling you that now's not the right time. And the fact, and I pointed this out to everybody that got this card this month, is that his dress, cloth, whatever you want, a tunic, I don't know what this is called, is tucked into his pants or tucked in somewhere. So it's almost like, you know, like how ladies, when you go to the toilet and then your skirt's tucked into your knickers, it's almost quite embarrassing. So it's almost like, well, if you did trust your instinct and you did make that move, are you worried that you're going to look like a total idiot because you have your skirt tucked into your knickers? Do you know what I mean? So it's all fair and well that, you know, you've put it on hold and you're kind of just like waiting around and stuff, and you're not really doing much when it comes to the communication side of things. It's almost like, I want to just keep saying over and over again, like, what are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? Like, you've got the confidence to say what you want to say, but it's almost like your root chakra is telling you maybe now's not the right time, or maybe your instinct is telling you, by the fact that we've got knickers, things tucked in knickers and whatever else, that maybe your instinct is actually telling you that now is the right time, but you don't want to take that initiative because you might think that, oh, well, I'm just going to look like an idiot if I reach out to this person. I hope that made sense. I mean, you could wait forever, you know? Like, now is all we really have. So if there is someone or something that you're waiting to say it. Like, there's never a good time to say or do anything. Like, it's just, now is all we have. So if you're trying to reach out to someone, if there's something that you've been trying to say it, do it, communicate it, like, rock up, say what you've got to say. And if it makes you look like an idiot, it makes you look like an idiot. So fucking what? People will forget about it the day after. Like, just, you know, you do you, boo. When it comes to your plan of action, I can see that with this guy here, he always kind of feels like a bit of a joker to me. So it could be that maybe you're looking for a bit more fun in life. Maybe, you know, you spend a lot of your time in serious situations, and it could be that the way forward is to actually lighten the load. And, you know, you might be in a little bit more like of a balanced state, but sometimes you do have to rock that boat, because it's the rock in the boat that kind of stirs it up a little bit and gives everything a bit more of a dramatic or excitement feel to it. So it could just be, when it comes to your plan of action, it could be to just be a bit more spontaneous, to just trust yourself. Like, for whatever reason, Aquarius, I'm really drawn to the colours in your reading, and there's a lot of red. There's a lot of red, and there's like kind of a lot of yellow, but there's also like some blue. So it's almost like I want to focus on the reds here, and that's your instinct. So it's almost like be a bit more spontaneous, like trust yourself. Like when you're going out, or if you know, if you're thinking about something, it's like get up and do it. Like, go out and do whatever it is that if you think, oh, you know, you're sitting there and you're bored and you're thinking, do you know what, I could really just like go to the park and just you know, sit there on your own. Go and do it. Go and do whatever it is that you want to do. Be spontaneous. If it means call up your friend, call up a granny, do whatever it is that you want to do in the moment. Because it seems like you are looking for something that's a little bit more kind of like, you know, you don't want the scales, you don't want the balance. What you want is you want to rock the boat. You want to rock that boat. You don't want to stay like steady, steady, steady. You're bored of steady. You want something that's just kind of like going to throw you off a little bit, like sidestep and just kind of be like, oh, fuck, I wasn't expecting that. It's like go out your door. Let your feet take you wherever they want to take you. Like, trust your instinct. Think of it as an exercise. Leave your house and just let your feet instinctively walk you to where you want to go. Like, take your mind out of it. Take destination out of it. And just let your feet walk. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to, like, your relationships and it comes to your emotions, emotionally, I feel like you're in a really good place. Relationship wise, I feel like you're in a really good place too, because we have the Knight of Cups and he represents hiccups all the time. Excuse me. Yeah, so relationship wise, emotion wise, you're definitely in a good place. I feel like you're vibrating at a level now where you will only attract like your soul tribe, your meant to be like people. I feel like you will be losing a lot of people too, because, you know, sometimes to make room for those soul tribes, you have to kind of let space happen. And that means that people need to fall away so that people can kind of like fall in. So you probably will, in the month of November, lose some people, but you will be gaining a lot more of your kind of like your soul tribe kind of people, like soulmates and, you know, the stereotypical words that are attached to like soulmates, a twin flame or love or whatever. But overall, your relationships with people are in a pretty good place. But don't worry about letting people fall away, because it's that whole thing with like some people just take up space in your life. It's like my friend was saying not so long ago, it's like dead space. So it's almost like let people fall away so that you have the space for the right people to come in. And then there's you know, you don't have to, who wants stress when it comes to relationships? Isn't life hard enough? Like, doesn't it get like hard enough already on a day-to-day basis to have to worry about finishing work, coming home and having to deal with a whole bunch of bullshit from a whole bunch of other people? You know, let people fall away and let the right people come and find you. So Aquarius, when it comes to November, you're ready to make those moves. You're in that space of like, let's do this now. It's time to make shit happen. It's time to make shit happen. And I'm really drawn to this guy again in conclusion. I think that, you know, a little bit of spontaneity or however you say the word, spontaneity, yeah, be spontaneous. Add a little bit more of that to your month in November. And yeah, because, you know, like when you're a little bit more playful, it's almost like you vibrate at a more innocent vibration. And that just, when you vibrate from an innocent place, it just opens up so many fucking doors. It's unbelievable. But anyway, I'm going to keep going if I don't shut up now. So I hope that resonated with you guys. Let me know in the comment section below and I will catch you in my next video. Bye.